So we're getting ready for our Grand Canyon trip, and I wanted to go over just a little bit about the sleep system I'll be running on that trip. I live in the Southeast, so it normally doesn't get very cold here. I typically run a Climate EXO for my sleeping mat, which is super, super light, but it's uninsulated and it's got a lot of exposure on the back side of it. So I went ahead and picked up a Summit. This is an insulated rig. It's 2 inches thick. One thing I like about it is I always run a Summit pillow. This is the little Aeros pillow. Super light. It's 2.9 ounces once it's all packed up, and it packs up in this little tiny bag right there. So it doesn't take up a lot of space, and for what little bit it adds in weight, it is really really nice comfort to have. So one of the unique things about Summit is they have this integrated pillow lock system. It's just some little Velcro pieces that attach to the sleeping pad on the back side of their pillow. It's just got a little bit of microfiber. All you got to do is stick it on there, jiggle it, and then it's stuck to your pad. So kind of nice to have, so you know it doesn't kick off your pad in the middle of the night, or if you're real cold and you're inside your bag, you know, you don't have to worry about it squirting out and then trying to horse wrangle it with your arms all tucked inside. So this is a nice pad though, really like it. It's not super thick on the insulation, but it'll be a nice kind of, for me, like a 3-season weight, you know, sleeping pad until I can get back into where I can use my Climate. We're gonna run a Nemo bag. It's primaloft insulated, so it's not a down bag, but I do like it. It's a 20-degree bag. Again, live in the Southeast, I don't get a lot of super cold temperatures. So one thing I like is this Summit liner. I've run silk liners before. This one's a little bit thicker. One thing I kind of liked about this was we've got some spring trips that we're looking at that really won't be all that cold. And this would give us the opportunity, you know, to run this system by itself, you know, super light. It picks up about 20 degrees in temperature. So when you combine this with the Nemo, we can get down to a 0-degree bag. Plus it gives me the ability that if I'm running a 0-degree bag and the weather turns and it's super warm, you're gonna be sweating to death. You know, one of the unique features about this Nemo is it's got these little baffles that are able to be zipped up or zipped out, and you can dump some air in there without getting the draft in your bag. So it's nice. You know, super light. The bag itself does not weigh much. And, you know, for the added weight that you're going to carry with this liner, I think it gives you a little bit of, you know, flexibility in how you want to run your sleep systems. The other thing you can do with that liner is if you like to hammock camp and run like an Inu, you know, super easy to get in and out of and lay inside that. You can run that with a pad like this in the wintertime or in the cold weather. Just give you enough underneath you, kind of reduce some of that cold seeping into a hammock. So I'm gonna pack all of this stuff up and just show you how small it is when it breaks down. The other thing to note real quick is this is the bag, the inflation bag that comes with this Summit Ultralight. Again, you know, for a 1 pound sleeping pad, it's really nice. One thing I like to do though is to also run a backup. This is just a Summit stuff bag, but on the bottom of it is another pump system. So I'm already going to run a compression sack anyhow for some stuff. It's just an easy way that if anything were to ever break with this, or if this rips, then you can have a backup and you don't have to sit there and blow it up like you're blowing up an air raft for a pool. So it's super light. I think it weighs like maybe 2 ounces, if that. So for, you know, already having a stuff sack, you know, it makes a really cost-effective backup solution if something goes down on you while you're in the backcountry. So again, just to recap real quick, this is everything packed down. So really won't take up any bag space at all. Be nice. So again, See the Summit Ultralight. It only weighs 1 pound. It's like 1.9 ounces. So really kind of super light, effective, insulated bag to run, and cost effective, you know. So this thing should run you about 130 bucks. Climate also makes one that runs around the same. It's the insulated static V. It's also really nice. This one actually is a little bit easier to get all the air out of the baffles. The way Climate runs their baffle system, it traps air a little bit more, but you know, does needing to be able to save an extra minute on the trail really matter? Not that much. So here's that little Ultrasil backup compression bag that's already tucked down. So as you can see, you know, it's only about the size of my hand. You know, really kind of cost-effective light solution. This is a reactor Thermolite. So, you know, for something that if you were just running in the summertime, or, you know, if you're running in areas that you were going to use a hammock, this is a really, really cool kind of easy way to pick up, like I said, 20 degrees, just enough to keep the chill off you at night, and doesn't take up a ton of space. So for what it weighs, it's kind of a negligible thing. I run lighter on food when I'm out. So having this really doesn't, you know, make me compromise anywhere. And since this is in a backcountry hunt trip, we don't have to worry about having any extra things that I may leave as far as gear, just to compromise for a little extra weight there for some comfort at night. Here again, it's that little Aeros pillow. I mean, super tiny, about the size of a racquetball. And there's the Kyan. So again, Nemo bag, 20 degree primaloft, really kind of tiny, about the size of a basketball. So, you know, all that'll pack down real tight in my bag, and hopefully it'll be, you know, a good addition to the gear list for, you know, taking some good trips out west. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and drop a note if you found any of this helpful. So thanks a lot. Bye.